it's Gummy, and today I'm gonna tell you 5 perks to dating a little instead of a normal girl. Number 1, gifts and dates are cheap as hell. Now, it's a big stereotype that women like expensive gifts and you have to spend a lot on dates to impress them. With a little, it's a little bit different. Now, while we do like those things, don't say we don't, a lot of the times you can get away with buying very, very cheap things because littles appreciate cuter children things, and children things tend to be cheaper depending what you're getting. So, for example, I like personally to get books. So this is a board book and it only cost $6.99 and it's super cute and you can lift up the flap. And I find this amusing. I love it so much. But, you know, six bucks is still expensive. Okay, no, I can get that cheaper for you. Okay. Boom. This one originally was $7. And they bought this at Ross for $4.49. But I actually bought this at the thrift store for $1.49 because I'm not picky. And I think getting them secondhand is actually a better option because they're even cheaper. Still not cheap enough for you? I got this one at the dollar store for $1. $1, you guys. And it's a super adorable bedtime monster story, which I really love because it has wiggly eyes. Now, of course, there is more expensive things. Say, for example, things like adult pacifiers, diapers, things like that. Anything that is specifically aimed towards the fetish is going to be more expensive. But these you don't have to get every single time you get a gift, so you can always get a small toy and things like that. And as for dates, you could be going to the zoo instead of going to like the $500 opera or whatever normal people go to. You can go to a movie, but movies can be expensive, but if you're like me, you like to go to the matinee. I'm a morning person, and I like the cheap tickets, so I'm not gonna complain. You can get them candy instead of getting them a giant popcorn and like a meal and all this stuff, right? So you're saving money. I know a lot of littles like to go to McDonald's and get Happy Meals. Happy Meals are only $3 to $5 depending what you're getting, and compared to the Big Mac large fry and drink, which is like almost $10, you're already saving money. So I feel like being a little instead of a normal girl is just gonna save you a lot of money in the long run if you're cheap, like me. Number 2, communication. So CGL, Ageplay, ABDL, and all kink in general stresses safe, sane, consensual BDSM. So you already have to have that environment where you're laying out the foundation, not necessarily laying out rules because not everyone likes to be controlled, but just more communication. You are actively encouraged in these dynamics to speak your feelings, to talk about what's going on in your relationship. And overall, I think that's extremely healthy and something that normal people should be doing more in their own relationships. It's highly encouraged, but I'm not saying your relationship, if you date a little, is going to be perfect, because unfortunately some people aren't really educated and don't do these practices. So it just depends on the person you're going to be dating. But overall, I feel like most of us are more communicative with our feelings and thoughts. So I think that's a big perk. Number 3, cute or annoying antics. So, like I mentioned earlier, I will do this for hours. Like, this will either be endearing or annoying as hell. And sometimes it can annoy you and then you'll think it's cute in another moment. And I think personally, when I'm around other littles, I think it's so much fun to see their adorable little quirks and stuff. Like, I get really excited when I see little donuts. This is a donut rattle because one of my bunny stuffed animals loves donuts. So I, in return, must buy everything donut. Or, not must, but I tend to go freak out when I see anything with little donuts because of her. And things like that. Every little has their own quirks. I, for example, I like books, which I already mentioned that I like crinkly books. Crinkles are my favorite, and also I'm an ASMR artist, so crinkly stuff was already like a big endearing, and it's even more endearing and cute packaging. Yeah. So depending on who you're dating, you're gonna find out their cute quirks and antics. Some things that might annoy you, and some things you might find endearing as hell and annoy you at other times. But I think that's a perk because when I'm around other littles, I think it's cute. Number 4, it's okay to take care of someone. So with most littles, so most of the time I was raised personally to be extremely independent, and to not let anyone take care of me, and to not let my emotions show, things like that, right? Modern women are generally taught that we have to take care of ourselves, we have to do everything ourselves, we don't need a guy, blah blah blah, or a girl, we don't need anyone, in my case it's girls, to do what we want to do. I think it's a perk for both parties. You can take care of someone and feel like you're nurturing and loving someone, and that's rare for men. Men aren't really, if you are a straight man or a gay man who wants to have a little, you're not really encouraged to like those things. You're not encouraged to be nurturing, and it's a fun way to say fuck you to society and be able to do that with your partner in a safe way where you're not completely taking away all their rights and things like that, right? Because it's you already communicated it, and it's consensual, so you're doing it you're doing it together. And I think it's also a fun way for women and littles in general, especially women, who are encouraged to not be subservient, well, nowadays anyways, and to not have anyone take care of them. And it's just a moment to let loose of that and relax. Let yourself be able to be taken care of for just a little bit, even if it's just a few hours a day, and have someone completely just love and nurture you. And I find that very relaxing as a very independent person myself. Sometimes and I'm also a hardcore leader, so being not in control of something for once in my life is so comforting and just so amazing, and feeling like someone loves me to the point of being so nurturing and adoring. It's just the most relaxing feeling, and I feel like it's mutual to my partner, who I date women personally. So yeah, I think it's awesome. And number 5, they're cute as hell. Well, I mean, that depends on your preference, right? Some people prefer sexy girls, but for the most part, littles aren't very sexy. Now, I'm not saying they can't be. They can. But I personally feel like I could never pull that off. So I really like this. I can just be as cute as I want. I may not look my age. I'm 25, in case you're wondering. And I don't know, feeling like someone appreciates that about me is really nice. But I think littles are extremely adorable. Even, I've considered dating them. I haven't really gone into that, but pretty much every single little I've ever met has been the most adorable person on the planet. It's like dating Pinkie Pies and Fluttershies, like, legit. Although I'm more of a Rainbow Dash, because I'm a bit of a tomboy. But, you know, we are what we are, right? I think that is probably one of the funnest quirks, and if you're definitely into cutesy people, you would definitely like littles. And that's not saying every little wants to be cutesy. There's goths and stuff. There's more people who are into more punk rock, emo music, things like that. It just depends. Like, I really love video games. I have a very strong affinity for dark side characters in Star Wars. Yeah, I like my evil stuff quite a bit. So say bye-bye, Mr. Bubbles. So those are 5 perks I personally think are good about dating littles, women. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And again, I want to strongly push that not every little is going to fit under these stereotypes. These are just things that I've noticed that I find super endearing about other people, and showed some of the things that I like, for example. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you are someone vanilla being a non-kinky person who is considering dating a little, and you're like, okay, what the hell am I getting myself into? That's a little bit of the perks of it. If you guys would like to see 5 negatives of dating a little, please let me know down in the comments, and I will make a follow-up video to this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, my little gumdrops.